Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Wheeler and today I want to talk about Dungeons and Dragons, and specifically I want to talk about the new Dungeons and Dragons adventure. Yes, there is a new Dungeons and Dragons adventure book and it's called The Ghosts of Saltmarsh. Now, a lot of people were expecting something that would be nautical, either under the sea or above the sea. We're going to get a combination of those sorts of things as it happens. You get to explore the waves above and the fathoms below in this watery adventure, or it's actually a series of adventures, not just one adventure. And this is for of course, the greatest role-play game in the world. The Ghosts of Saltmarsh brings classic adventures into 5th edition Dungeons and Dragons. So right now you have probably guessed from the picture I'm showing you, there's probably going to be a kraken, because there seems to be a kraken tearing a boat apart in the background there. So yes, that means krakens are going to be involved. It also, the front artwork showed you what looked like some sort of fish-like creature. I believe it's called a surgeon. This is sort of, they usually have like tridents or spears, and they have gills and they swim underwater and they look very fishy or frog-like. Not quite frog-like, but more fish-like than anything else. They're not particularly nice, and these are hopefully going to feature in this collection of adventures. This adventure book combines some of the most popular classic adventures for the first edition of Dungeons and Dragons, including the classics from the U series, plus some of the best nautical adventures from right throughout the history of the Dungeon magazine. So this is really taking old adventures and making them more newer, more in line with what we are familiar with. And there are a number of adventures that they have listed as being included in the adventure book, such as The Sinister Secret of Saltmarsh. There's quite a few of them as it happens. These are all sort of, there's about 3 adventures, like a trilogy of adventures that have to do with Saltmarsh. So that's kind of cool. There's also Danger at Dunwater. So Danger at Dunwater. We get Salvage Operation. So Danger at Dunwater has to do with the surgeon. The Salvage Operation is actually something that Mike Mills has created. As far as I know, it's an adventure that he had pulled together himself. And I'm hoping, I'm only guessing, but I'm hoping this is going to involve doing a salvage job on a wrecked ship or treasure ship. That would probably be my guess as to what's taking place in that particular adventure. There's also Isle of the Abbey. Now, not an awful lot of information on this adventure. I couldn't find a lot of imagery. All I could find was a cutlass and a skeleton hand. There are links to various PDFs that you can go and check out if you want to see more about what is likely to be found in this adventure book. There's also the final enemy, which is supposed to be quite a large adventure for those of you who are interested in something that's going to be covering quite a few levels. This is supposed to cover about 40 or so pages as far as I know. We also have what is called the Temperate's Fate. Not a lot of information from the Dungeon magazine that I was looking through in terms of images. I picked this one image because it's the only one I could really find that sort of stood out. Everything else was more maps and just little pieces of artwork rather than anything sort of concrete. And then there's the styes. The styes are sort of, you've got the fish creatures back again, or should I say the surgeon. This includes pretty much a battle on a ship. It seems to be pretty much the focus for that particular adventure. So you've got a collection, very much like Tales from the Yawning Portal, of nautical adventures that you can play through or run for your players. I really think it's quite a good idea. Now, Ghosts of the Saltmarsh includes a variety of seafaring adventures, and it's supposed to take you from level 1 through to level 12. This supplement introduces the port town of Saltmarsh, It's supposed to be the perfect starting point for a nautical setting or campaign. That's really up to you. You could change it if you wanted to. Each adventure can be played individually, so you can insert them into your ongoing campaign or game, or you can combine all of the adventures together, much like Tales from the Yawning Portal, into a single epic nautical campaign that you can run at your table. Dungeon Masters will find rules for ships. So somebody was asking me about how do I deal with ship travel, battles, stuff like that. So this should include rules for ships, sea travel, deck plans, and various vessels that you might use within this adventure. It has an appendix with rules for new and classic monsters. So there's going to be some new stuff and some old stuff. Amazon has a release date of the 21st of May 2019. Another collection of short adventures. Now I know that these adventures are remakes of old adventures, and a lot of people will see this as, well, this is Wizards of the Coast showing they have no ability to create new content. I have to agree that it would have been nice to see new content rather than older adventures remade for Dungeons & Dragons 5e. I don't disagree with that at all. I do think it's smart that they are releasing bigger books with simply a collection of adventures that you can string together and make your own as a dungeon master or a group of players. And I have to thank very much Amazon for leaking the information, which is now spreading across the internet as we speak. So if you found this information useful, educational, please share and like the video. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to my channel. You support my channel by watching this video, and I have many more videos that you are welcome to go and check out if you want to. I don't do Patreon, but I do have affiliate links down in the description, which you're welcome to go and check out. Now, if you have any questions, that's what I suggest you use the live chat box for, or the comments section if you're not part of the live stream. And hey, till next time, keep rolling those 20s.